Cryptography. As we know, some group of peoples have used and contributed to the art of cryptography. Such peoples are nothing but the military persons, the diplomatic persons, and the peoples who wrote the diaries. And of course, the lovers who use the coding language to convey their messages. The military has had the most important role and has shaped the field over the centuries. Within military organization, the messages to be encrypted have traditionally been given to poor low-level code encryption and transmission. Until the advent of computers, one of the main constraints on cryptography had been the ability of the code clerk to perform the necessary transformations, often on battlefield with little equipments. An additional constraint has been the difficulty in switching over quickly from one cryptographic method to another one, since this entails retraining a large number of people. However, the danger of a code clerk being captured by the enemy, the cryptographic method, instantly if need be. These conflicting requirements have given in the next model, the encryption model. We can see the encryption model. Here the different parameters are given such as plain text P, encryption method E, after that ciphertext, that means after conversion we will get the ciphertext, and after the conversion of the ciphertext into the plain text, it is the decryption. Some intruders are watching the transmission, some passive intruders just listening the messages, or some active intruders, those are acting on our messages. Encryption model. Here the message to be encrypted, known as the plain text, are transferred by a function that is parameterized by a key. That means some key is given, and after giving that key we can encrypt the message into the ciphertext. Then we'll get the encryption process known as the ciphertext. It is then again transmitted by messenger or radio. We assume that the enemy or intruder is hearing our transmission, whether it accurately copies or it converts the complete ciphertext. However, unlike the intended recipients, he does not know that the decryption key is, and so cannot decrypt the ciphertext easily. That means they didn't know the encryption method, which is the encryption method, and how to decrypt that message. So they don't know. That means the intruders don't know how to decrypt the messages. Some passive intruders are sitting over there to come and listen to the communication channel, and also record messages and play them back later, inject his own message or modify legitimate messages before they get to the receiver. That means they can change the messages after this. So this is the art of the breaking ciphers is called as the cryptanalysis, and the art of devising cryptography is collectively known as a cryptology. Encryption methods have been divided into two categories: substitution cipher and transposition cipher. Today we will see substitution ciphers. There are different types of substitution ciphers: monoalphabetic and polyalphabetic. It is a very simple substitution cipher method. Here we have to just convert the plain text into the ciphertext according to replace the single letter, pair of letters, triplets of letters by giving the key. Then we will get the converted message or the encrypted message. Here we will see the example. In the example, just plain text is given and the key is given to replace the character of the plain text. Write down the plain text, then corresponding fifth letter of message plain text, then we'll get the cipher. In this way, ciphertext as below, and lastly we'll get the converted or the confidential message that you have to send.
If you like my video, share it Like it and subscribe me and press the bell icon for the daily notifications. Thank you.